Hey, what's up, everybody? Good evening. It's Matt here with Tanks Lawn Maintenance. It is currently 3:14 a.m. Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, whatever you want to call it. It's May the 31st, the 2026th year of our Lord. And guys, I think it's safe to say that we're out of a drought now. I kid you not, guys. Let's see, today would be, Thursday was day 7, so 8, 9, 10. This is day 10. 10 days straight of rain that we have had in my area. Now, it has not been continuous rain, but it has been rain every single day for 10 days straight, guys. And man, the lawns in my neighborhood are flooded. Now, I ain't talking about just saturated, guys. These doggone things are flooded. It's a nice looking boat. But yeah, these guys are flooded, guys. They're in bad shape. My lawn, I mow my lawn at 2 inches. And it's about 4.5 inches high right now. It's got the turkey feet on the end of them, the seed heads, whatever you want to call them. I call them turkey feet because they look like little bird feet sticking up. Bermuda grass. And it's not just mine, guys. My neighbor's yard is in worse shape than mine is. And they have Augusta Lawn Care that takes care of their lawn. And they just hired a weed control and fertilizer company this year. And their lawn is actually starting to look a lot better. But Augusta Lawn Care is the people that maintain their lawn. And they haven't been out there either. And I'm gonna tell you something, guys. When I attribute Augusta Lawn Care to the same as Waffle House. You know, the old saying is, if Waffle House is closed down, the apocalypse is coming. Kind of the same way with Augusta Lawn Care, man. If they're not out mowing grass, that means it's a flood, a legitimate flood. And yeah, man, they haven't been out, or at least they haven't been in my neighborhood. And this lawn next to me gets mowed every single week. They haven't been here yet this week, so, and I haven't seen them anywhere either. I can't remember how many lawns I had on the list this past week, but only got 5 of them done. And the 5 that I did get done, man, I slid around all over the place on them, tore up the dirt, all that good stuff. Didn't dig no ruts or anything like that. They're weedy lawns, so as lawns that the people, they're really just wanting the HOA off of their back. They could care less if there's if the grass is torn up or anything like that. So I figured that they'd be good test lawns, and that's exactly what I did. I tested them out, and that was Friday. Yeah, I made the executive decision to pull the plug on operations, and I'm gonna start again tomorrow. I'm gonna give it a shot, and I've got my mind right now. I do know for a fact that if I can't mow tomorrow, there is some stuff that I can do, and I'm going to get some stuff done. I'm going to get some landscaping done if I can't mow tomorrow. But it's supposed to be nice all week. I think we're supposed to get a little more rain tomorrow evening after dark, but I don't look for things to be dried out enough for me to get out and mow tomorrow, man. I really don't. I mean, it's rained all day today. The type of rain that I consider a farmer's dream, man. It's just been a slow, steady, either mist or drizzle all day long. And yeah, everything is pretty saturated right now. So we'll see what happens, man. I know there is some stuff I can do to generate some revenue, and push come to shove, if that's what I got to do, man, it is what it is. But I've got to make some money. I've got bills to pay. I've got a family to support. And I've got a business that I've got to keep afloat. So that's what you got to do sometimes, man. And I harp on that. I just started harping on that, but I know old Chad over there at Green Acres Lawn and Landscape, and Lee at Urban's Lawn Care, Ray over at Ray Ray's, and I know Buster does this as well. He's got his hands mixed in with a lot of different things. But you hear people say it all the time, and I'm starting to take this to heart. I really started taking it to heart this year. You need to have your hands in different things. You need to have options, man, because you're not always going to be able to get out and mow. You got seasons where the grass ain't growing, and you got days where you're gonna have droughts and the grass ain't growing, and you're gonna have rainouts, man. You need to figure out a way to generate revenue when you can't mow. Because if not, man, you're gonna go belly up, and that's the simple fact of it. But before I go any further, I want to give a shout out to my buddy Buster Davis down at New Hope Cuts, man. I don't know how many of you saw the video I put out this past week. Got ready to go mow. I can't remember what day it was. I think it was Wednesday or either Thursday. I think it might have been, I don't remember what day it was. I'm not even going to try to remember. But I put out a video one day last week, and as you guys know, the walker went down on me. And Harry's, my equipment dealership, they've had the walker for over a month now. And they think they've gotten to the bottom of it now, where they can get a new engine in and get it installed, but still don't know how long that's going to take. The Turfmaster is down. It needs a new carburetor. I'm still waiting for a carburetor to come in the mail, but I think what I'm going to do is I'll get into that in a minute, but I'm still waiting on the carburetor to come in the mail, so that mower is still down. And my 36 went down on me last week. The starter went out, and I took it to Harry's, told him, I said, do what you got to do to get it running. And before I left out of there, I told him, without this mower, I cannot operate. I said, I've got 3 mowers down. I said, I've only got 1 mower left, and that's my 61. And I said, I just can't do what I've got to do with the 61. And I said, so without one of these 3 mowers getting fixed, I'm at a standstill. My operations are at a standstill. They did what they had to do. They made it happen for me. They installed a starter right then and called me 3 hours later and told me the equipment was ready to pick up. And believe it or not, it was 1 day out of warranty, the mower is. And they pulled some strings and they got that starter repaired or replaced and did not charge me a dime on it. So, very thankful for that. But Buster Davis did come up with the idea. Buster, both of us are operating in the state of Georgia. I'm right outside of Augusta. He's down around he's down around the middle Georgia area, down around Macon, Warner Robins, Perry, all that area down there. And he's about 3 hours from me. He called me and asked me if I would be willing to meet him on I-20 at one of the exits on I-20. It's actually the halfway point. He told me, he said, listen, he said, if you can meet me at this exit, I can't even remember what exit it is, the Edenton exit, Edenton, Georgia. He told me, he said, if you can meet me at that exit, I'll let you borrow one of my mowers. That way you can get some work done. And I would have definitely done that, and I would have paid. He could have named his price, and I would have done it, man, because I couldn't find a mower to rent around here. I got a buddy of mine that, he's told me before, if I get in a pinch like that, to let him know he's got spare mowers, and he would help me out. And couldn't get a hold of him. Harry's didn't have anything to rent at the time, and yeah, so I was in a pinch, and Buster was going to try to help me out, but I was able to do what I had to do. Harry's came through, but he put the offer out there anyway. And so big shout out to you, Buster. I really appreciate that, man. And that's a big thing in this industry, guys. Whether you realize it or not, the green industry is tight, man. We all look out for one another, especially YouTube, man. I know there's a lot of controversy on YouTube, man. You got different YouTubers going back and forth, but at the end of the day, the reason we put out videos on YouTube is really to try to help each other out, man, to try to keep each other from making the same mistakes that we did. I haven't been in business that long. I think I'm on year 5 right now. I still consider myself a baby in the lawn care business, but I have been through some fires, and that's why I put my videos out there. That way, some people that are just starting, they can learn from some of the mistakes that I've been through, and I know a lot of you guys do the same thing. So that's a good thing, and it really is, man. The green industry is tighter than what people realize. And at the end of the day, there's plenty of work to go around for everybody without us trying to steal properties or keep each other off of each other, whatever it may be. You can't always look at each other as competition. The only person you're competing with, the only person that you are competing against is yourself, and you're doing that every single day. So that's my thoughts on that. But anyways, big shout out to you, Buster. I appreciate that. We didn't have to do that because I was able to get my mower back within about 3 hours, and went out the very next day, tried to get some work done. We just couldn't really make it happen, man, because everything's just so nasty right now. But that leads me to my next thing, guys. This is what the video is really about. And I'm sorry it took me a minute to get to this point, but this is what I really want to talk about here. Advertising. There's plenty of ways to advertise, guys. You can go out and you can spend a couple $1,000s to advertise, or you can go out and you can advertise for absolutely free. Facebook is a good way to advertise. Word of mouth is going to be your best tool for advertisement. And another cheap way to advertise is these things right here, man. Door hangers. If you look at that, that's just a very simple design, man. It's a picture that I took of my property. It's got my name and my contact information on there. And on the back, without showing you the prices that I've got on there, on the back I've just got a small list of some of the services that I offer. And in this area up underneath that list of services, I've got enough space on there where I can write a price, a quote, on those door hangers and put them on individual doors. You can do that several ways, guys. You can do what's called a 5-around. That meaning the house on the left, the house on the right of the property that you're servicing, and also the 3 houses across the street from the property that you're serving. That's a 5-around. You can do that, or you can go to a target neighborhood that you would like to establish yourself in, and you can put however many you can fill up that neighborhood with door hangers. And these door hangers are cheap, guys. I bought 500 of these door hangers, and I spent a little more than what the cheapest version was. The only reason it cost me a little more is because I had stuff printed on the back side of them. But for 500 of these, front and back, with what I have on the front and what I have on the back, it costed me $180. And guys, if you pick up one customer, you've made your money back, and then some. And this is what I want to say about it. I've been against door hangers for a little while now. I've tried them. I've probably put out 2,000 door hangers in my 5 years of doing this, and it just never really took off for me. I think I've gotten out of 2,000 door hangers, I think I've picked up one customer, and that customer wound up dropping me after the first service. It was my fault. I didn't realize that they only wanted one service, and I didn't charge accordingly. But other than that, I've never picked up anything off of door hangers. But I'm gonna say this about that: the reason I don't think I picked up anything on door hangers was because of timing. There is a time frame that you need to try to target for when you're looking for recurring maintenance customers. Try to hit it about 2 to 3 weeks before the lawns really start taking off in your area. Just say the lawns start taking off in your area the first week of April. Try to put them things out 2 weeks before the first week of April. 2 to 3 weeks, maybe the second or third week in March. That's where I'm going with that, guys. And if you can do that, and you can be fresh on people's minds when the growing season starts and the grass starts to green up and people realize that their lawn needs to be mowed, if you can be fresh in someone's mind or memory or whatever it is, chances are they're going to give you a call. And you're not going to pick up a whole lot of customers on door hangers, but every little bit is better than nothing, man. And something else I found out about door hangers too. You know, I used to watch Keith Kalfas a lot. I don't really watch him a whole lot anymore. Nothing against Keith, but for me, a guy like me, and for the way my brain works, he's just a little too much and a little all over the place. And I know I'm all over the place too, but he tries to put out too much information at one time. That's why I try to stay away from him. He knows what he's doing and he knows what he's talking about, and he's not putting out bad content. It's just it doesn't work for me personally. I do want to put that disclaimer out there. Nothing against Keith Kalfas at all. But his thoughts on, I'm pretty sure it was Keith Kalfas, but his thoughts on the door hangers were, don't put your list of services on there. Just put the name of your company on there, or just simply put your name, mowing, and your contact information on there, and maybe a price. Keep it as simple as possible. That's what I did. And then something that I have realized in my 5 years is, in my area specifically, I'm not speaking about everyone else's area. In my area, most people around here do not look at lawn care providers as landscapers, even though most lawn care providers around here do landscaping as well. I'm not saying every grass cutter is out here doing landscaping. That's not what I'm saying at all. But most of us do. Most of us are lawn care providers first. That's what pays our bills. But we also offer landscaping services, whether it be mulch, rock, pine straw installation, sod installation. You've even got some of us out here offering hardscape. I don't do that, but I do the other stuff. And so they don't look at us as that. And nothing gets me more upset than when I go to a property, and a property that I've been mowing for several years, and I get to that property and I see some landscaping has been done, whether it be a few pieces of sod laid down, or some shrubs installed, or some new mulch, whatever it may be. And you can tell if a customer has someone do it for them professionally, or if the homeowner did it themselves. You can tell. You really can. But in most cases anyway. But when you pull up to a property and you see that something's been professionally done, that offends me. It really does. I do not want another green company on any of my properties unless it's a service that I just don't offer. I'm not capable of doing, because I don't have the knowledge on how to do it. I have questioned people in the past on, man, you should have called me. And they just flat out tell me, like, man, I didn't know you did landscaping. And you can't fault them, because they simply did not know. And I actually had a customer this past winter called me or texted me and said, hey, come this winter, I'm planning on having some stuff done. Do you know any landscapers, or do you have any landscapers in mind that you would recommend? And I'm over here like, hey, me, you know. And she's like, oh, I didn't know you were a landscaper. And she said, I thought all you did was cut grass. I said, no, ma'am. I said, I'm a landscaper. And she said, oh, wow. And she told me what she needed, and I wound up getting that job, and it was nearly a $5,000 job. It took me about 2.5 days to do. So if your customers don't know that you offer certain services, they're not going to ask you. And this is a good way to let them know that you offer services, other services besides mowing. Because if that customer calls you out there for maintenance, bush trimming, whatever it may be, they already know that you install sod. They already know that you do pine straw. They know that you cut trees, stump grind, things like that. They know that you do all that stuff. They don't have to ask you. So what I'm getting at here is, while you may not pick up a whole lot of customers for mowing with your door hangers, there's still a possibility that you're going to pick up customers for a big bush job, a big pine straw job, a sod install. It may be something as simple as a cleanup that costs $400. Okay? Guess what? You made $400 on a cleanup. That's one customer. That one cleanup was more than double what those door hangers costed you. So they have more than paid for themselves. That's what I'm getting at, guys. And also another reason why these things come in handy, not just the door hangers, but advertising in general, whether it be flyers, door hangers, Facebook ads, you name it, whatever type of marketing you're doing. The reason it comes in handy is for times like this. In my area, if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Most of the people, not all of them, but a lot of them, a lot of the people in my area think that they are holier than thou. And they do not understand, or they think that you're supposed to be out there mowing in a thunderstorm. They think that you're supposed to be out there figuring out a way to mow, even though their lawn has standing water in it. And those same people will be the first ones to expect you to repair something when you tear it up because the ground is oversaturated, even though they demanded that you come out there. So when those same people fire you because either A, you have tore something up, or B, because you can't get out there because it's just too bad outside. When those people fire you for that, you've been marketing. People know who you are. And that's why I always say, never stop putting your name out there, guys. Never stop taking pride in your work. If you can afford it, wear your shirts with logos on them. If you feel like putting your information on your shirts, do that. That's fine. Nothing wrong with it. Keep your business cards. Put door hangers out. Time you run out of door hangers, order some more, man. Try to, at least once a week, try to run a Facebook ad. It can be a free one. It can just be something that you put on your Facebook page in the groups around your area. But advertisement, the simple fact is, word of mouth is king in this line of work. The better job you do, the more people are going to speak up for you. The more consistent you are, the more communication the more you communicate with people, the more consistent you are, and the better quality that you provide, the more people are going to put their necks out for you, and they will recommend you to other people that are looking for the services that you offer. So word of mouth is king. There is no substitution for word of mouth, and there is no other better way to advertise than simply doing what you say you're going to do and showing up when you say you're going to show up and communicating. So that's going to be your best avenue of marketing. But you still need to do other things, guys. You still need to do other things. I know a lot of people are against it. They swear up and down they've never sunk a dime into marketing. I'm not here to tell you that they're liars, and I'm not here to tell you that they're wrong. That's not what I'm here to tell you. What I'm here to tell you is every market is different, and keep throwing stuff at the wall until you find something that sticks. Once you find something that sticks, stick with that, man. Sink as much money as you can afford into that. If it's only $100 every 6 months, then put $100 every 6 months into it. Like I said, guys, these door hangers, they're a cheap way. 500 of them, I think it was $180, right at $180 for what I had printed up, and they work just fine. And by the way, I have not picked up any maintenance customers off of this, but I do have a bush job lined up that's going to be a pretty high dollar bush job, and I've also got a cleanup lined up because of these door hangers. That's extra work that I can be doing on days like this when it's pouring out rain and I can't get out with a mower. So every little bit helps, guys. Every little bit helps. And especially you guys out there that are wanting to hire employees, guys, if you got employees, you got to keep them busy, man. Simple as that. No matter how you're paying them. If you're paying them by the hour, you definitely need to keep them busy, because if you don't, they're going to find somewhere else to go. But if you're paying them a salary, they need to be earning that salary. So keep advertising, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know who's going to drop you for whatever reason. And you can try as hard as you can, people are still going to drop you. But that's my thoughts on it. If you guys have anything to add to it, feel free to do so in the comments. If you guys disagree with anything I said, feel free to do so in the comments. I'm fine with it. But just explain to me why you disagree with me. Maybe you can teach me something, man. I'm not closed. I'm not so closed-minded that I'm not willing to take advice. So, but anyways, guys, hope you've had an amazing weekend. Whew. It's been nasty here. I need to clean my truck. It's covered in mud right now, but don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it today or not. Might just get out here with the pressure washer and knock all the mud off of it. But anyways, guys, I'll catch y'all on the next video. Until then, y'all keep cutting that grass and keep making that money. Holla at y'all. Bye.